Okay, today we're going to prove the Pythagorean identity using a unit circle. So what I have drawn is just a unit circle, and I have my radian right here, and the radian on the unit circle equals 1, and then I just divided my unit circle up in the other 4 quadrants. And right here is the unit circle equation, which is x squared plus y squared equals r, which is your radius. And down here I have a unit circle drawn, and this is just to show that you can find the cosine by looking at a triangle on the unit circle, because we can draw triangles and use their coordinates, x and y. And you know your x will be the cosine of theta and your y will be sine of theta. And you know your hypotenuse is 1. Okay, now I am going to draw a bigger unit circle. And I'm going to draw a bigger triangle. And I'm going to label this the cosine of theta, sine of theta. And this right here is what we will say, this is our point of intersection. And we can also use that when we're trying to prove it. And you can have points on the top or the bottom of the circle, and they can either be positive or negative. So I'll just draw a few for an example. And now we're going to go back to our original equation, x squared plus y squared equals r. Now, what you can do is, you know that you can use your angle measurements to also help you. So I'm going to draw a 180-degree measure right here. And 180 on the unit circle will be coordinates -1, 0. Because you know you have one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. And you know that this would be your x and this would be your y. So now if I come down here and write the equation again, x squared plus y squared equals r, I could substitute this for my cosine and my sine. So for example, I could say the cosine of theta squared plus the sine of theta squared equals 1 squared. So this is my x and this is my y. So if I come down and plug these into this equation, I would have -1 squared plus 0 squared equals 1. And a negative times a negative makes a positive, so this is just 1 plus 0 equals 1. And we all know from the last video that our Pythagorean identity is a sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1, and they both match up. So we just proved that our answer is correct by using a unit circle, because you know that 180 is right here and the coordinates is -1, 0. So if you plug it back into the unit circle equation, which basically your x matches up with your cosine, your y is just your sine. So this is the exact same thing as this. If you plug your -1 and your 0 into your equation and solve, you get 1, which is the same as your Pythagorean identity, which is sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. So we just proved that that was correct by using the unit circle.